Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody from around the goddamn fucking universe! How y'all doing? Welcome back to the Wings and Riffs podcast. How y'all doing? Welcome back. What's going on, everybody? How you doing, King Josiah? How you doing, Sponsor Me Bot, which is actually my bot? How you doing, the all-powerful bot, which is also my bot? How you doing, Dylan Killers, who's not my bot? How are y'all doing? Welcome back. My name is WinglessValkyrie, as you guys know, because of the obvious title above me, and on my right is my co-host, Riffs. Say hello, Riffs.
Hello.
Good stuff. Proud of you. We're off to a good start here.
You still don't know how to start a podcast.
We don't have a proper way to do it. We haven't figured that out yet.
Maybe this is our proper way.
Maybe
I told you for not knowing how to start a podcast every
There you
time.
go. You know what? That's fine. I can deal with that. I can deal with that kind of thing. Anyway, how y'all doing? We have a few things we're going to talk about today. But keep in mind, this is a live stream podcast where you guys are allowed to interact with us. So if you guys want us to talk about something or have a suggestion for something, you are more than welcome to talk about it in chat, and we'll most likely talk about it back. But we do have a couple ideas to start off the bat, and most podcasters start off with me talking for like 80% of the time. But however, we're going to jump right to Riffs because he has a lot of good stuff about a certain video game some of you may or may not know called EVE Online. And there's a bunch of new stuff coming out for it, which Riff is now going to talk about, and I'm going to sit back and let him explain all this because he actually plays the damn game and I don't. So, Go ahead. Yes, when it becomes free, I will.
Honestly, what you could do is like 3 weeks before it goes free, you can just go onto the trial and then go from there.
Is the trial 3 weeks long?
If you go to a certain YouTuber, he gives you like a month or something.
Oh.
Instead of just 2 weeks.
Intriguing.
So, yeah, it's handy.
Might have to do something like that. But
yeah,
anywho,
it gives you a bit more than what you'll get if you go through the alpha stuff. So anyway, we've obviously said, it's going to be going free to play, which beforehand it has been subscription. And honestly, I've been, hooked. I usually go back to it every couple of months to a year, and it changes every single time. And I'm having a blast, and I'm having more fun if I had people that I could talk with all the time. Because right now, the corporation I'm with, we got some people, but it'd be nice to have more. So that's why I'm trying to get you playing it.
And I will, again, when it becomes free, because, like, I have negative $30 in my bank account right now. I ain't putting any more subscriptions on.
Yeah, no kidding. Are you even playing WoW anymore?
No. I'm level 19. If I level up again, I have to start paying if I want to keep playing, so...
You're just like, I'll wait this out.
Well, it's like, I got to level about 17 and 18, and that's, like... when the very beginning happens, everything is really exciting and awesome, and then as soon as you hit about 16, 17, it started to kind of plateau, and I was like, meh. Like, it wasn't really all that exciting, and then 18 hit, and I was like, still, a few things were exciting, but I was like, I don't really feel like playing. And then once I got to 19, I just stopped because I'm like, well, if I level up again, I'm not going to be able to play until I pay. So I was like, meh. So.
Yeah, so in the game, I'm mainly a miner. So I go out to asteroid belts and I shoot lasers at asteroids and I mine whatever ores out that comes out of them. So when it goes free to play in the Ascension, what's the word?
Update,
I guess. Yeah. So when it goes free, they're also adding a lot of changes to a bunch of the really big mining ships. So there's the Orca, the Rokril. I still don't know how to say that.
Bro, your guess is better than mine.
And then they're also adding a new one, which is kind of in between. It's going to be the lowest one you can get, so it's not going to cost like huge amounts of money in the in-game money to buy. But
this is a new mining ship?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically a new mining foreman ship, so basically you can give bonuses to a bunch of, like, say you go out with a bunch of people in a bunch of mining barges to go out into no security space, commonly called nullsec. Basically, anybody could kill you and blow you up for shits and giggles if they wanted to.
So it's like no man's land.
Yep, basically. Except sometimes it is people's land.
If there's enough of them that call it theirs.
Yeah, basically. And so basically they're adding this guy in, and then they're buffing the Orca, which is going to be like the mid-range, going to be a lot of money, but it's going to do a lot for the mining operation as well, because you can boost how much they mine, how quickly they do it, and at what range they can do it as well. So I'm excited because the Porpoise is going to be around, like, in my price range. So it'd be easiest, and it has bonuses to both drone damage and drone mining yield as well, so I can defend myself quite easily, and it has a friggin' massive ore hold, so I don't have to go back and forth all the time. So I just go out there, mine what I need to, stay out there for like an hour, just straight.
I'm curious because you said you were mainly a miner, and Eve, what's the goal then? Like, if you're a miner, then you mine up a bunch of resources, you bring them back, and you get your money for it. But then what would you use your money on if you're a miner? Would you just keep getting more stuff to keep mining? And is a miner essentially a hermit who just collects money over time? Or like, do you have a common thing that you build up towards?
Well, my corporation, they recently got a dreadnought blueprint, so we're kind of working towards that. It's going to be about 25 billion, which is what we're going to be asking for it.
What is a dreadnought?
A really big ship.
Okay. I
really
expected something like that.
Yeah, basically, this is a behemoth that basically what it'll do is it'll plant itself outside of someone, like an enemy's base, and just bombard it.
Jesus.
And that's all it does. Like, that's its main function. And it hits hard, but it's mainly meant to destroy bosses, they're called. They're kind of just bases. So they're mainly meant for that.
Okay. It's not meant for ship versus ship. It's mainly meant for, like, sieging.
Mm-hmm. Of course it can do ship versus ship, but that's just... It depends on what you put onto it, so...
Okay. Oh, I just Google searched an image of the dreadnought, so... it doesn't look all that image. Special.
Well, did you get... Like, which were... Can you,
I just Google searched Eve Dreadnought, and it looks like a very long, black, narrow thing.
That might... There's actually 4 different types of dreadnoughts. So.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the specific kind of dreadnought you're getting?
The one that we're making is the Vehement, which is Vehement, I think.
Eve Vehement Dreadnought. Oh, good God. Okay.
Yeah, it's an ugly looking thing, but...
Yeah, that's the one with, like, the massive 3 circles on each side on the front. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a... Good God. I'll throw the link in chat for anyone who wants to see it. So this is what Riffs' current group in Eve is building towards.
Right now it's like 30% built, so...
Actually, hold up. That was the wrong link.
Come on, man.
Well, it'll take you to, like, the page with a bunch of Dreadnought images, but that's... There. The second link is a specific image that he's building. Good God. Okay.
Yep. And that's, honestly, like, not gonna lie, those types of ships, the Galente ships, look the worst.
I don't know. If I was sitting in my base and I saw that coming towards me, I'd still be a little scared.
Look up the Phoenix.
Is that also a dreadnought?
Yep, that's also a dreadnought.
Eve
Phoenix, basically.
Yeah.
That'd be a dreadnought I would use because it's cool as shit.
Yeah, this is the one I was looking at before. It's just a long, black, narrow thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the original one I was looking at.
Yeah, there's about 4. Yeah, but this one's the one that we're building is a... How do I explain? Basically, it's 2... In order to fly it, you have to have 2 different training things because it's a combination of Galente and something else.
Okay.
So yeah, it takes a little bit longer to train towards, but yeah, it also has a ton of extra bonuses because of it. So yeah, this will sell for quite a bit. But what I'm working towards is eventually just getting into PvP and actually having a decent baseline of which to go off of.
Okay.
So that's how I get my money in the game right now. And I've just started to do missions just because it's been a little bit annoying to do them because it's not right where I am. So right where I'm stationed.
So basically, what you're trying to do right now, like your current goal, is farm up enough money for your group to build this dreadnought.
I farm up the resources, like the raw resources to build it. And
then okay.
And they actually sell it. So
okay. So you're not getting any money for what you're doing right now?
No, I am, but I'm not, because basically it's a volunteering thing. So basically, if you want to donate the stuff you get, your mining, you can.
Okay.
But what I've been doing recently is just putting it into a hauler and shipping it off to somewhere else to actually just straight up get rid of it, get the money. So
gotcha.
That's what
okay.
I've been
doing. Dylan asks, what's the concept of the game?
That is a good question.
Well, it is an MMO, isn't it not? Like a massive multiplayer online game.
Mm-hmm.
But but it's not like an MMO RPG. So
not really.
What would it really be classified as? An MMO? It's not a real-time strategy either. So
no, it's not. But the concept of the game is basically you're a capsuleer who's able to do basically anything you want to. If you want to be a pirate and go out and murder people in space somewhere, you could do that. You can do that if you really want to. You might get blown up a few times, but yeah, the concept of the game is like you build your own story. There's no campaign, there's no like storyline really at all. It's you do what you want to do, and honestly, if you can get a bunch of friends to come play and go out in big fleets, because the coolest thing ever is when you get a bunch of people in like battleships or destroyers and cruisers, and you're all warping to the same place, and you all just go, and you just can see all of them in the same warp tunnel. So you just like you move your camera over, and you'll see like a giant friggin' dreadnought just coming along with you, and it's so cool.
So EVE labels itself as a massive multiplayer online role-playing game space simulation. So it's an MMO. It's an MMO RPG SS. Massive multiplayer online role-playing game space simulation.
And honestly, Dylan, no, there's not really an end game, to be honest.
There's not really an end game with any MMORPG. WoW doesn't have an end game. EVE Online doesn't really have an end game.
Well, there's end game stuff, but with EVE Online, it's not quite that. Like, I don't know. There's not a traditional end game. Like, this content is only available to you when you've like done everything else in the game. It's literally available to you from the beginning. If that's the way you want to go, you can just go into that tree. Like WinglessValkyrie, I watch a lot of him, and in the beginning he was an explorer. So what explorers do is they go out into nullsec, into wormhole space. Basically, you can just get blown up. 90% of the time. Basically, he goes out there with basically this is all he goes out there with: a probe launcher to scan down stuff so you can warp to it, a cloak to prevent himself from getting blown up, and a couple hacking devices. And that's all he goes out to go with, and he made a couple million a trip, which is not bad, like 200 mil. That's a lot of money. And the way he done it is he just scans down places that have relics or data on them, and he goes and hacks his way through the security on them, and then takes the stuff and then brings it back to high security space to sell it. So basically like blueprints, drone blueprints, just data containers, which go for a lot, stuff like that. That's how he made his money. Sure, you can do that, or you can go into mission running, which you just go and blow stuff up, NPCs. You can be a pirate. Like, you can do whatever the hell you want in this game. So, yeah.
Dylan basically said, so No Man's Sky with all the lies.
I don't really know what all the lies were.
No,
yeah.
The biggest lie No Man's Sky was saying was that you were playing with other people online, and that you could have space battles between other random people.
Oh yeah, the space battles you can have in this game can be massive. Of course, you have to be with the right people to do that, but
also, you cannot control, or can you control like an individual person?
What do you mean?
Like what I mean, because No Man's Sky is like you have your spaceship and you go and you land and then you walk around a planet gathering resources and stuff. With Eve though, you can't dock your ship and then go into like first person or third person of your character. No. You're constantly in a ship, and then you either transfer yourself and your crew to other ships that you purchase or build and such, but you're always in a ship.
Not quite. There's a captain's quarters that you can walk around in. It's kind of just a extra thing you can do. It's not really needed, but
so
it's
you have a tiny little bit of third person, first person stuff within your own ship, but that's the only time.
Yeah, it's kind of not really.
It's a little bonus thrown in thing, like it's there if you want it.
Yeah, it looks cool. I would never use it because it's like, why? But yeah, it's there. That's just not the way you play the game, really. It wouldn't make sense. I mean, there is the expansions for like Eve, Valkyrie, and
it has expansions?
Dust 5 for 1. Yeah.
I didn't know
Eve Valkyrie is a VR. Basically, you get into a fighter from a carrier, and you'll actually control the fighter itself. I'd look it up. It looks pretty sweet.
Isn't that what you already do, though? Control your own ships and stuff?
No. This is like first person. Like, I'm going to fly around in this thing, like, shoot people.
First person, like, while you're in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Okay. I think there should be more open world, don't you think? Oh, Eve is very open world.
I would call it more open universe.
Yeah, it is fully open universe. You can visit, what is their website here? You can customize ships and go through as many galaxies as 7,800 star systems. It is very much open universe. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yep, literally Eve in a nutshell. So I'm super excited for when everything goes free to play and there's actually engineering complexes that are coming out too. Don't know if I'll get any of those, but basically they'll allow you to build ships like with more efficiency and stuff. So that'll be cool.
Eve Valkyrie looks great if you have an Oculus Rift or a Vive.
Yeah.
I don't think it's meant for, no. Publishers, Oculus VR. I think that's it. So even if you have a Vive, it won't work. I think it only needs Oculus Rift. So more sandbox. I mean, does it have like a sandbox aspect?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. It has a sandbox aspect, Dylan.
I don't really know what you mean by that though. Like, it's very do what you want sort of thing. I don't know. But yeah.
But Dylan, it's your traditional MMORPG, however set in space, with way more room.
Oh yeah, tons of room.
So there you go.
Like, there's places like Nullsec that you can literally go for like 4 or 5 systems and you won't see anyone. Like, there'll just be no one.
There you go.
Hey Sushi, how's it going?
Hey Sushi. Fapping Unicorn, good try. I hate guys who inbox girls asking for their numbers. Ladies, if you agree with me, inbox me your numbers so we can discuss this matter in more detail. Good try, Fapping Unicorn. Do you really think there's any girls in this stream? Better luck next time.
At least you tried.
Damn it, this iPod can't even give me a decent heyo. Why is your iPod supposed to be talking to you? I think you're expecting too much out of your iPod there, or iPad, Sushi.
iPad, yeah.
Your oversized iPod.
Oversized iPod. Okay, the first thing that went through my mind is like the old, like, with the circle thing, just like giant one of those. Oh, old iPod stuff. Fun stuff. Yeah, that's so. Come play Eve with me. That's all I'm trying to say here.
And if Dylan, if you are interested in playing Eve, it is not free right now. What is? I don't know how much it costs per month right now. What's it cost per month right now?
It's like 15 American, so
Okay.
$20.
Okay, so 15 American, around 20 bucks Canadian monthly to have a subscription for it. However, it does go free to play and subscription based in next month. What date
you
next
can
month? We have no
also-
idea.
You can also use the in-game money to purchase more game time as well, so you eventually just gets free play.
Oh,
Anyways. Yep.
really?
So-
You can use the in-game currency to pay your actual IRL subscription?
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah, it costs a little bit, but once you get far enough in there, it doesn't mean much.
Huh. Okay. I downloaded it, but it wouldn't work. Interesting. Maybe your computer
I
can't
don't-
handle it? I don't know.
I'm not too sure.
Oh.
I mean, did you download it off Steam?
Yeah,
That's-
it's on Steam. Eve Online through Steam. Hold on, let me see. Eve Online.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they were trying to stop it. Like they were trying to go just through Steam, but they might have their .exe stuff going on.
I'm just checking system requirements here. All right, you need a CPU that supports SSE2. Well, unless you have a goddamn potato CPU, that should be every CPU right now. A GPU with at least 250 megabytes of VRAM. Is every graphics card should have a minimum of 1. Supports shader mode 3. Supports DirectX 9. We're on DirectX 12 right now. Audio that is direct sound, headphones, speakers, anything. 20 gigabytes of free storage. Well, you obviously have that if it downloaded. Internet connection. A very high-speed internet connection because it's a constant online game. And
No, you actually don't need a really, really high one. I think that's why I play it when my internet's really bad.
oh, okay, I don't know. I'm reading directly
it
off their
helps.
website here. Network ADSL connection really fast. So
Suppose if you're doing PvP, it's nice, but if you're just doing mine like me, you're literally just like this the entire time.
yeah, that's fine. Windows system requirements. You need Windows 7, 8.1, or 10. Dual core at minimum. These are your minimum specs, by the way. Not recommended. These are minimum. So, Windows 7, 8, or 10. Dual core CPU with at minimum 2 gigahertz per second speed. 2 gigabytes of RAM or an AM. And then for your graphics card, either an AMD Radeon 2 6000 XT or an NVIDIA GeForce 8600 GTS, which are extremely old cards. So, unless you've got a potato laptop, it should be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't take very much. Like they've optimized it a lot. Like they update everything every couple of years.
Yeah,
So-
no, the minimum specs on here, like your basic 2012 laptop moving forward will have all of this, no problem.
So yep.
Oh, I don't know. So I downloaded. So I've decided that my laptop is literally dying, so I'm just gonna save it for a new one. Sounds grand. A while back, no off the web. What? I'm confused.
For when you downloaded it.
Oh. And maybe get an Xbox One to play some Overwatch with. Well, if you're getting a laptop, just get a laptop that can run Overwatch. There you go. Problem solved. Then you don't have to save up extra for an. Because right now you're saving up for a laptop and an Xbox and then Overwatch. Just save up for a laptop that can play Overwatch and you don't have to buy 2 things instead of 3. You're welcome. Oh yeah, I agree. PC is good, but more of my IRL friends play console than PC. Oh, okay, well, fair enough. Your IRL friends are lames. I trust that opinion.
I I thought it was applicable.
Injustice 2 is on Xbox One. Injustice is on the computer too, is it not? Pretty damn sure it is. I wouldn't know. I don't know. It's DC trying to be Mortal Kombat, so I was just like, meh.
It's honestly pretty lame in my opinion.
Well, it's like Mortal Kombat itself is schmeh at best, I find. But then it's like when, like, DC is cool. I love DC, but then you just like take the Mortal Kombat game and slap different coat of paint on it. You're like, hey, it's Injustice. No, it's Mortal Kombat with superheroes and villains. That's what this is.
Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur.
Goddamn. The last time I played Soul Calibur was with you back when we were like starting high school. Good God.
With number three.
Maybe? I don't remember. I just remember my favorite character was a dude whose arm was morphed into a demonic sword.
A nightmare.
Yeah, Nightmare. That's all I remember.
I remember playing Yoshimitsu and just jumping on my sword.
Good God.
That shit was the most annoying crap because you just couldn't hit him, and he'd just sit there and bounce on you.
I just remembered another game we played when we were growing up.
Which?
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Ah, yeah.
Is this game even still a thing? Probably not. Let me see. Oh, what?
It's on Steam.
Yeah, I just saw that. You can get this on Steam. Are you? Wow.
It doesn't have multiplayer though.
Oh, well, that's lame. Never mind.
Yeah, all that's shut down.
But that, I mean, it makes sense. Like, unless you have a large amount of people playing, then why would you have the servers keep running? So.
I mean, I can guarantee it's better than the Star Wars Battlefront we know today.
The most updated one?
Yeah.
Or a recent one?
I've heard that one's pretty bad.
Well, like looking at it, it looks good. It looks fun. However, it's only a multiplayer. It's solely a multiplayer. And there's very limited to what you can do in the multiplayer. So, like, right off the bat, it's fun and exciting because you're like, oh, it's Star Wars. This is great. But after, like, 5 or 6 games, you're like, it's the exact same over and over and over again. Like, you're playing the same characters with the same weapons against the same enemy. And sometimes you switch sides. But, like, the only time it's really ever fun is when you're flying, which is, from what I've seen, difficult as all balls to control. And from when you get a hero perk that lets you turn into either like Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader or Han Solo or Leia or something like that. But then even when you do that, everyone's just like, oh, kill him! And then it's just fucking a 1v10 all of a sudden. So you don't even get to experience that amount of fun for very long. So, like, and I remember when it was first announced that the game was coming out and everyone went batshit crazy. And that was like a year before it even came out. And it came out, it was massive, everyone loved it, and then it was like Titanfall all over again. Huge, like, this game's gonna be great, this game's gonna be amazing, and like the day it's released, it's the only thing everyone's talking about. 2 days later, it's fucking dropped to like 100 active players.
Oh yeah, speaking of Titanfall 2 is coming, or has came.
Is it arrive already?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Let's see here.
I think it was on beta or something.
I don't know, but
No Man's Sky Central.
Yeah, same exact thing. No Man's Sky. Talked about tons. A couple people played it for a couple days, and then it just dropped. Yeah, see, that's the difference. Is like these other games didn't lie. They told you what it was, but they put so much like whipped topping and chocolate syrup over top of it that you just like, because whipped topping is easy. You eat that shit very quickly and it dissolves in your mouth extremely fast. And then you get down to the plate and you're like, okay.
That's it.
Like, it was good whipped topping, but I want more. And there's no more there. Whereas No Man's Sky was like, here is a massive pumpkin pie with whipped topping, chocolate syrup, like icing powder, fucking everything you want in life, and you will eat this for days on end because it's massive. And then you were given the crust. Yeah, you were given the crust. You don't even know if it was a crust of pumpkin pie. It was just crust. And you ate that and you were like, okay, this was A, boring, B, short, 3, where the fuck is everything else? That's the difference.
That's actually a really good metaphor. Holy shit.
That's how it is. All these other games were whipped topping and chocolate syrup, which is delicious and amazing, but it's over too quickly, and then you're left unsatisfied with nothing left to do. Whereas No Man's Sky was not even any of that. It was just crust. But anyway, Titanfall 2 is coming out. Oh, my mother is calling me. Good God. October 28th. So, hold on one second. Keep chat entertained for a second.
Is anybody ready for Sun and Moon? Anybody? Cheeky little bastard. Destiny? Destiny. Okay, so looks like Dylan's totally ready for Sun and Moon. Destiny, I feel like, is just like same thing over and over again, but my brother plays it a lot, and it was like, all right, it's fun to watch every once in a while, but I don't play it. I just don't see the point. I'm not much for FPSs unless they're like Overwatch or something a bit more unique. Sun and Moon, I'm pretty excited for because, you know, I really like Pokemon. What can I say? So I know what he's saying. I'm not going to tell you what he's saying, but yeah. Wait. Titanfall or Destiny? Destiny's not gonna get one. Yeah, Sushi. Brad does not sound like a good person. Just saying. But Destiny 2, I don't really feel like it's worth it because it's basically kind of like Borderlands. Like, sure, it looks really nice and it's a very nice looking game. I can't deny that, but honestly, just not my cup of tea. Not much for FPS games, like I said. Like Call of Duty, I play basically only with like family, like my brother, when we have nothing really else to do. But that's only when we're out at my family's place or something. And yeah, that's really all I have to say on that.
Okay, I'm back in. Hello. Sorry about that, chat. Welcome, Rambo Jesus. How you doing?
He's asking, I know how to read lips.
Yeah, does anyone know how to read lips? Figure out what he's saying? Don't worry about it, Rambo Jesus. We weren't talking about you, Kappa.
You weren't.
I know. I was telling the truth.
About it.
Don't worry about it. Anyways, so you guys are talking about Destiny 2?
Apparently, I had no idea it was even a thing.
I heard it was a thing that was happening, and I was kind of like, why?
Yeah, like I thought Destiny had like 10 different things like slated to come out.
Yeah.
Like 10 expansions. We've
That's-
only got like 4.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. 4? I definitely heard there was only the one, that most recent one.
There's been like oh shit, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I've played
never mind.
it for
Yeah, they have The
years.
Dark Below, House of Wolves, The Taken
Yeah.
King, and Rise of Iron.
Yeah, that's the newest one. Has it really been out for 3 years?
Yeah. Came out on my birthday, 2014. September 9th.
Huh.
I believe it. I remember the bit when this was getting a huge amount of promo because like it was the newest thing Bungie was doing since Halo.
Yeah. That's news to me, actually. Yeah, being a loyal fan is no problem at all. Like, I'm a loyal Pokemon fan, even though some of the Pokemon have been kind of meh, but yeah.
I still can't
loyal
believe
to-
how they're still making brand new Pokemon to this day. When it's like, how many good goddamn Pokemon have you made, Nintendo? Like, there has to... 600, geez. There has to be a line where you stop and you're just like, we can't make anything new without it looking absolutely redonkulous. Like, some of the Pokemon I've seen, like the newer ones, are just like either they are way too complicated and you're like, good God, what am I looking at? Or B are just like so stupidly simplistic. There's like, I could draw that in 10 seconds.
That's the art of it, though.
I don't know. I just like, I don't know.
You're not a fan of Pokemon, I get it.
I like Pokemon, but I just,
You can't say you like Pokemon when you've never played it.
I have played it. I played Pokemon Red, I played Pokemon Green, I played Pokemon Ruby, I played Pokemon Emerald, I played Pokemon Gold. I played all the older ones. Yeah, I played all those old ones. The newest Pokemon that I have played is Pokemon Go, which doesn't really count because it's Niantic. It's Niantic. The most recent Pokemon game I've played is Pokemon Emerald.
Which is one of my favorites, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but and that was like those. Then I could actually keep up with the amount of Pokemon. But when you have like over 600 Pokemon, it's like, good fucking God, how do you keep up with this shit? Like I get wanting to do something fresh and new every game series, but it's like there's also something nice and warm and fuzzy about having the stuff you already know and love.
Yeah, that's why they do reboots. Like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were really good because they're my favorite. And they just a lot of newer things that you're able to do, which is sweet. And yes, there is a Pokemon that's a literal overflowing bag of garbage. That is true.
There's my point! Like, you can't do anything new anymore.
Rubbish is trash.
Like, it's Kappa. I'm guessing that's its name.
Yep.
There you go. But it's like, when you're making Pokemon that are literally just overflowing bags of garbage, it's like you've reached the point where there's nothing new to make. That was like when Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter came out as a movie, and I was like, you know you're fucking running out of movie ideas when fucking
honest,
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
That wasn't that bad of a movie.
I know, that's the most frustrating thing, as I watched that and I was like, this shit was actually enjoyable. Like, what the fuck? But then other people tried to capitalize on it and they made like Abraham Lincoln Zombie Hunter. And I looked, I didn't watch it. It got a 2.8 out of 10 on IMDb and I was like, nope, I'm just not even going near that. But
yes, Dylan, you're very
Alolan and Mega were mad because they didn't know what to do.
They were made.
Oh, made. Probably.
Yep. I mean, it looks cool. I think it's an interesting idea. And they're actually doing a ton of different stuff. like going away from the standard 8 gyms and a Pokemon League for Sun and Moon. So I'm excited to see what they're doing with it.
Sun and Moon, is that coming out for solely 3DS?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Of course.
Spoilers for the new Pokemon about. How can any of us really have spoilers when the only things we've heard, or I fucking haven't heard anything other than it's called Sun and Moon. Like, that's all I've heard. New Pokemon games coming out called Sun and Moon. Spoilers? Nope. Fuck all. You're a trainer. You catch Pokemon. You defeat the league. You're the Pokemon master. Spoiled. Like what
Nope.
can you really spoil about a Pokemon game?
You don't actually defeat the league.
Then what do you do? Unless this is a spoiler.
I don't know. It might be.
Riff knows. He knows. I can see it in his eyes. I personally
I do.
I hate spoilers personally, but if it's something that I'm like probably never gonna use, I don't care. Kurtodic, however, cares because I know he does. So
Does Ashley play Pokemon?
yes. Oh yeah, she does.
Is one of you gonna get like Sun and the other gonna get Moon?
Oh my God, probably. I would not doubt that would happen. Quickly, I want to bring this up simply because we have 10 minutes left. Twitch, now, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but I got a little thing when I went to my Twitch dashboard here, introducing uploads. You can now upload videos to your Twitch page, which I think is quite funny because, like, a while ago, when Twitch started to get big, YouTube responded by saying, you can now live stream via YouTube Gaming. And Twitch tweeted at them and said, welcome player 2. Which was like, oh, you cheeky bastards. But it was YouTube realizing the big popularity of Twitch and video game live streaming. So YouTube capitalized on that by being like, hey, all you great big video game creators can now live stream on the website with all the subscribers you already have. You don't need to switch to Twitch. But now Twitch is just introduced. I mean, I don't know if they've made this a big thing or not. I just it showed up on the website for me when I went to the dashboard, like introducing uploads. And you go to the video manager, you can have past broadcasts, highlights from your past broadcasts, and uploads where you can upload video files directly from your computer to your Twitch page. Which shows me that Twitch is now responding because so many live streamers I know have a Twitch account and then they also have a YouTube account like myself for uploading different things that are either not related to gaming at all or are just like compilations of great highlights from their stream. So with Twitch now doing this, it's basically, for me, it's telling me that, hey, you're a streamer, you stream a lot. If you want to make other content that's not streaming, that's totally fine. You already got a following here, throw it up on here rather than going and making a YouTube account. So, personally, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to upload a couple of videos here. I don't, I don't know, what do you think, Riff? If I'm going to upload a video, I'm going to upload a new video to the YouTube tonight because it's Tuesday. But should I upload that same video to this thing on Twitch, or should I keep them separate?
Well, look at it this way. Where do you have the most subscribers?
Well, the funny thing is, because on YouTube, I have 100, and I put that in quotation marks because about 80 of them are inactive and haven't been on YouTube since like 2012. But so I probably have actually like 20 or 30 active subscribers on YouTube. And then with Twitch, yeah, it may say freaking 2,500 plus, but I guarantee you it's less than 100 active. So they kind of equal each other out.
I don't know about that. I'd say, like, which one do you really want to expand more?
Both is the thing. Like, I like the idea of having separate.
Both.
Because I don't know. Because like that's the thing is like, I like Twitch for its live interactive stuff, and I enjoy just using Twitch more. And like the YouTube streaming is complicated as all fuck. So as soon as I went and looked at it and I was like, all right, like what are the big differences? And I tried to set it up and I was like, good God, no, Twitch is so easy. So I said, fuck that. But YouTube is the primary platform for video viewing. Twitch is the primary platform for Twitch streaming. And I get the idea of both of them wanting to converge the two so that everyone can only have to go to one website for both. But I've always wanted to have both a successful YouTube and Twitch. So I think I'm going to upload the video that's coming out tonight. I'm going to upload it both onto my YouTube and onto this Twitch. And I want to I'm going to watch the stats on both and see which one does better. And then just from there on go that way. So
I do that for more than one test.
Yeah, that's like for the next couple, like for the next 5, maybe even 10 videos, I'm going to throw them both on my YouTube and my Twitch, and I'll just watch the statistics of both of them and see how they go.
Mm-hmm.
And just do it that way.
That's a valid testing.
Yeah, because if there's much more growth and views on the Twitch, then I might just stop the YouTube one and go solely with this one. And this might even, actually, I didn't even think about this. This may even help streamers towards partnership. Because right now they only go off your average viewers when you're live. But maybe they'll also go off how much view time is spent on your uploaded videos. Who knows?
Perhaps.
I don't know. It does say uploads beta, so they're obviously still testing things out. But I don't know. We'll check that out. So, how you doing, 360? What's up? So, hang on, BRB. It was Pride and Prejudice?
Oh, God.
What was Pride and Prejudice?
The zombie thing.
Say what?
Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Oh, there's a movie called Pride and Prejudice and Zombies? Good God.
Apparently.
What the oh my God, why? Why would you put Pride and Prejudice Jane Austen with zombies? Oh my God. I'm not even gonna... Moving on! That movie looks stupid. Yeah, I agree. I haven't seen anything about it, but just the name. It's already just like... Nope. Nope. Don't want it. But... Rambo Jesus Valkyrie, for some reason you remind me of this annoying guy I recently did a show with. Huh. I was gonna say that's a compliment, but I'm gonna say it's an insult. Thanks, Rambo Jesus. You want me to link the movie? It looked horrible. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna look this up. Let's look up this. I'm just gonna look it up on IMDb. Just see what kind of a rating it got on here. I'm going to guess 3 to 4 out of 10. That's my guess. Let's see here.
I'm gonna do 3.5.
3.5. All right, I'm gonna do 3 between 3 and 4. So we both got the same thing. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. 5.8 out of 10. Are you serious? Good God. Did actually popular people star in this or throwaway actors? Throwaway actors. Lily James, Sam Riley, Bella Heathcote, Ellie Ben. Nobody I've ever heard of in my life.
I don't know, man.
Oh! What the... Okay, hold up. Lena Headey was in this. She's the... Cersei from Game of Thrones.
Oh.
So she's in this. And Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor from Doctor Who, is in this. But they don't seem like they were very big characters because they're very far down the list of casted.
That's weird.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What's the description? 5 sisters in 19th century England must cope with the pressure to marry while protecting themselves from a growing population of zombies. What? Like, what? What? Like, the very beginning is Pride and Prejudice. 5 sisters in 19th century England must cope with the pressure to marry. That's Pride and Prejudice. While protecting themselves from the growing population of zombies. And now you just fucking dropped anchor. Like, what?
Walking Dead, is that you?
You know what?
The show that doesn't die.
The newest season for that came out, and I remember the other seasons when they came out on Netflix, I was like, boom, I'm watching this. And this newest season came out, and I'm like, I'll come around to it.
Also
Like,
watch Assassination Classroom instead.
or that. I haven't watched that yet. I've been watching Once Upon a Time.
Seriously?
I like it, okay? It's also going on a bit too long now. It's getting a this last season we just had was a bit meh for my there was one big thing that happened that like to some was a huge thing. To me it was like it was an all right big thing, but it was like I'm trying to the big thing that happened was a big deal, and I will agree it was a massive deal. However, the person that it revolved around was already exhausted enough, and I was already kind of tired of them by the time it happened. So it wasn't overly like a big deal to me. Supernatural, another one that's going on forever.
Was that like season 14 or something?
I don't even know right now. Let's see here.
Some ridiculous thing like that. But seriously, if you guys haven't, watch Assassination Classroom. It is.
If you're into anime, Assassination Classroom, and you can watch it for free on Watch Epic Dubbed.
Yep.
Okay. There is Supernatural has how many seasons here? Good. We're on
14.
season 11 right now.
Damn it.
That's still like you've gone over 10 goddamn seasons.
Did
like,
someone say Stargate SG-1?
Did that one go for a long time or something?
10 seasons and then
Stargate SG-1.
3 spin-offs. 3? 2. 2 spin-offs.
I don't know. You want to hear too long? Naruto. Good God, how long has Naruto been going on?
No, you want to hear too long? One Piece.
One Piece or Bleach? Both of them. Too goddamn long. Naruto has... How many seasons do we got here? Oh, good God.
Oh, Lordy.
I'm still scrolling. Oh, what the hell? Okay, never mind. The way Naruto works, there's one season. And Naruto is currently on season 1, episode 220. For fuck's sakes. What?
That's not right.
I think this website fucked up or something.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Soul Eater was... I'd say it was better than a lot of the other things that were out there.
I have never watched Soul Eater, but I heard about it.
It's good. I enjoyed it.
Oh, Soul Eater's still going on right now. It's not done.
Nope. Soul Eater? No, it's done.
Really? Because I'm on their website right now, and it started in 2008, and it's still running.
Soul Eater? Really?
Last episode was season 1, episode 51, and apparently there's more to come.
Is this a spinoff? Because I'm pretty sure it's done.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I'm just on IMDb here looking at it. It says 2005 2, and there's no end date.
I'm going to look up on my dub site here.
Sure.
Give me a moment.
All right. While he's doing that, you know what? I kind of want to watch this Pride and Prejudice and Zombies trailer just for a feel of this. So
there is only 51 episodes.
Okay, and then they actually like fully ended the show?
Yeah, and then they are on Soul Eater Not.
Oh, so they do have a spin-off.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, chat. Any of you want to watch the frickin' trailer for Pride and Prejudice and Zombies? I posted the link in chat. Let's quickly watch this. I'm not going to show this on screen just because it'll mess up my stuff. But I'm just going to... If you want to watch it, it's linked in chat. So far, so good. Off to a good start. Intriguing.
I'm just waiting for the look of it.
Oh, there. Yep, there's the zombie. Okay, here we go.
It began with the Black Plague. Within weeks, the dead began to rise.
This cannot be.
Hunting for human
Also,
flesh.
Avatar. That was good.
Now, the few of us that are left
But
have only
Assassination
one
Classroom
way
is
to
just
survive.
so much better.
We must bring the fight to them. I've been training for this my whole life.
The fairest wifely choices be right here in this room.
My daughters have trained for battle, sir.
1 minute 10 seconds into this trailer, this looks just like a 19th century zombie movie with nothing to do with Pride and Prejudice whatsoever.
They just slapped it on there and hoped
Maybe like it just looks like a 19th century rich family in a zombie apocalypse. So far, so that's 1 minute 10 seconds into this freaking thing. We got another minute left to go. Let's keep going here.
Not the kitchen.
Like, they haven't mentioned anybody's names or anything yet to even go in that direction.
A woman must have a
That sounds
thorough knowledge
terrible.
of singing, dancing, and the art of war.
I shall never relinquish my
That
sword
was
for a
just so
ring.
friggin' weird.
For the right man, you would. The right man wouldn't ask me to.
Sorry, chat. I know we're very quiet, but this trailer is interesting.
Interesting, he says.
I do not know which I admire more, your skill as a warrior or your resolve as a woman.
Okay. The only time it would have ever appealed to me that it had anything to do with Pride and Prejudice was right at the very end of the trailer when the logo came up, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. That was it. It from the trailer, it looks like Sucker Punch meets 19th century meets zombies. But there's no Pride and Prejudice part at all. So, like, I don't know if anybody has seen the movie. Maybe they can elaborate a bit more. But I don't see how closely resembled this movie is to the actual story of Pride and Prejudice. I'm going to say very, very lightly. But, of course, I can't judge. I've only just seen the trailer now. But again, it just goes back onto the idea of, you know, you're running out of movie ideas when Abraham Lincoln's Vampire Hunter, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, like fucking what? But there's like four what? Wait, weird. I missed something. Oh, the main series. Oh, I gotcha. Anyway, so that is going to be it for the podcast. Thank you guys all for coming down. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys liked what you saw, come back not next week, the week after, because the podcast is live streamed right here on this channel at the same time, same place, every second week on the same day with your same two co-hosts. We do sometimes have special guests on the stream. Not every time though, however, because, you know, people suck. But yeah. But hey, if you guys enjoyed it, you're welcome to come back down. And if you enjoyed it so much that you want to watch it again, link down below to the YouTube channel where the podcasts are uploaded live, or uploaded to, I don't know if they're really uploaded. Blah! They're uploaded to the YouTube if you want to watch them again. All our previous ones are on there, so you can go on a binge of podcasts if you do so want to do that, and it floats your boat. You can do that there. So yeah. Any last words you want to say, Riff?
No, I'm good. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming down. I'll see you guys all. The next regular stream will be tomorrow. Yeah, because it's Tuesday. So, next stream.
Okay, you had to think.
I had to, but next regular stream will be tomorrow's. Next Wings and Riffs podcast stream will be not this Tuesday, but the Tuesday afterwards. So you guys can check that out. And yeah, skull everybody. Have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye. Quickly want to point out to chat, whoever else is in here, because I need to have this in the VOD. Provider of the music is Adrian Von Zingler. He provides the 2 hours of free, royalty-free Celtic music for us to play in our chat. Sorry, Adrian, if you're watching this. But I announced it now. Enjoy the music.